Hey everybody, I'm Yendi, and this is Odyssey with Yendi, Untold Journeys, where I speak with some of my favorite people and have some shape-shifting conversations. Here, they share their stories, leaving nuggets of goodness and life lessons to motivate and inspire our own life's journeys. Odyssey with Yendi Untold Journeys is brought to you in partnership with MasterCard. Together, let's start something priceless. And Sagicor.
From home sweet home to LED, from boombox to Bluetooth, from rotary dial phone to smartphone, Sagicor has been here through it all. From old roads to highways, from your first child to grandchild, we've been helping you achieve your goals, secure your future, protect your loved ones, and put a smile on your face. Sagicor, standing with you for 50 strong years.
Use your MasterCard contactless, a fast, easy, and secure way to pay so you can spend more time with those you love. Because creating extraordinary moments is essential. Together, let's start something priceless.
She became known to us as a beauty queen, but more importantly, the Afro Queen, Miss Universe Jamaica 2017. Oh my gosh, that rhymes. Davina Bennett. My Dav. That's how I'm going to start this.
Stop.
My Dav. How
My
are
Yens.
you? You're good?
I am good, and you?
I am well, thank you. How is life treating you?
Life has been great.
Yeah.
Life has been good. I can't complain. I feel blessed and highly favored.
I feel like our Afro Queen, rather, our Afro Queen is here, but she's not donning her Afro.
Without the afro.
Yes. However, beautiful locked hair that she's rocking for a very important role. I can't wait till we start talking about that.
Beautifully.
Yeah, we're gonna get there later. But let us speak about this little girl from Clarendon who let me say something about Davina. Davina just sit down here beside me to eat an apple. An apple. And you bite off the top of the outer eat the apple, and she used the top of the apple for wash her apple. Real Clarendonian at heart.
Honey.
Tell us about this little country girl. What was life like in Clarendon?
Life was very simple.
Yeah.
And I think I know that now because, of course, when you move to Kingston or you go elsewhere, you realize, okay, this is a simple life. Catching water and, going around with the chicken in the backyard and, all of that. And I thought growing up that this was poverty.
Yeah.
Not so much that, I was poor, because I'm not from a poor family, but it was more of just like, no, I want to go where the movies there. I want to go where the big city there. I want to go where the buildings there. Every day I get up and I look on bush.
Yeah.
So I didn't appreciate it growing up. Yeah. And I feel like my childhood was very, very strained. Is that the word? It lacked a lot of things growing up. And I feel like as a child growing up, you look for certain things around you, in your environment, within your family. And one of them was affirmations.
Yes.
I believe in speaking affirmations over your life. And I feel like I didn't get that a lot.
Right.
I feel like I didn't get up and I hear, you're beautiful. You're going to be a star. I don't feel like I got that. And I feel like that made it a very rough childhood for me. Because I'm a very passionate person, a Pisces.
Yeah.
May I pray so I make it through this without crying, dear Lord. But I'm very, very passionate, and I've been like that since a child. And I feel like as a child, I was always longing for that. My mom is very strict. My dad is more on the loving side, but I'm always one that is looking for that motherly love.
Yeah.
And when I say motherly love, it's not that she didn't love me, but she was just so strict and overprotective that it just clouded everything. Like I couldn't say, okay, I am loved. And so growing up, I went through a lot.
Yeah.
I experienced things that I shouldn't as a child. And I went through a lot of depression as a child. So I've never really said this before, but my childhood was happy and it was sad.
At the same time.
At the same time. I was in between both worlds. And you know, what I want to say is, you know, you have to let your mind be your best friend and not your enemy. Because if your mind is your enemy and your mind is against you, then it doesn't matter who or what says, okay, you can do this. Your mind is going to fight against you because you're the enemy.
Yes.
And I feel like for years, my mind was my enemy. For years, I just believed, okay, I wasn't beautiful. I wasn't worth it. I was not going to be anything. And I just went through that phase for years upon years upon years. And I don't feel like there was a lot of people around to just catch me and say, Dav,
shake that off.
Shake it off.
That's not true.
You're going to be a star in 5 years or 10 years. Just be patient. Because you see, patience is bitter, but the fruit is sweet.
A word, Dav.
Right?
Yeah.
And I feel like growing up, I didn't manifest a lot. So it was just going through these phases, I hope to be. I'm not manifesting anything. I'm not putting anything that, listen, in 5 years, in 10 years, I want to be an international model. I want to be Miss Jamaica. That was not me. I was just going through, just hoping to live another day. You know, and I feel like manifestation is important. And manifestation is the route to success. And with manifestation, and with patience and determination, success will bloom.
Yes.
Right? Oh. And I learned that so many years after.
Well, I was just going to ask you because I hear you and I know you. But somebody whispered something in your ear to say, I really think you should model. I really think you should try this out. And maybe that little whisper made you go, I actually always wanted to do that.
Right.
Tell me about that.
I think that little whisper, it came from a family member, an aunt. And that aunt believed in me. Yes. She believed in me. When everybody was saying, listen, you need to go to school, education is what you need to take first. When I said, listen, I want to be an international model, she was the person that said, listen, you can do this. You can do this. I believe in you. And my dad has always been a very good support system as well. And it no matter what me do, if Mr. Daddy me go sell bag juice, he said, Dav, listen, when the build the factory call me call it while I'm man there to come by. My dad is like the biggest cheerleader you can find.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was such a good thing for me growing up, because no matter what it is, if you have to leave from St. Anne or from Clarendon and carry me come to town for modeling, it doesn't matter to him. He's gonna do it.
Right.
So he has always been that support system behind everything to say, listen, keep going, man, keep going. You can do it. To this day, Daddy just think, listen, Dad, you're going to be a star.
We're going to adjust that word sound power. Not gonna be, Dad, you
are a star.
Okay now.
You're a star.
You better hold it and claim it and accept it.
Claim it, yes.
That's right.
So I think that is those are words of affirmation that I got years after.
Yeah.
And, you know, I wouldn't say it's late. It came on time.
That's right.
You know, it came on time. And I'm grateful for that.
What did the first day of going into an audition or going into a casting, I'm going to be a model, to walk us through that day? How old were you? What you had on? What you did? If you need them trimble, tell me about it.
The first time I got scouted for modeling was when I was about 16. 16, 15, I was in high school, and Pulse Model Search came to Clarendon College. And they were like, listen, we're having an audition, everybody come. I said, Lord, probably this is a moment, you know. So, you know, I go up, sit and I got on the star. So I went to the audition and I was selected. And then I was reselected again as the top 10, top 20. I was like, all right, so this is my debut. I can do this. And I remember my family was like, you're too young. you're too young. This is not going to work. You need to go through CXC and you need to come back again. When you pass CXC, I would say you have a little head. We can send you on to the big show. I was like, all right, not a problem. And I decided in about upper 6, I would do that again. And Yendi, I've been traumatized by modeling agencies because I have been to so many. I've probably been to more than 50 agencies. In London,
so many doors
New
closed.
York.
Yes.
You name it, I've been there.
Yeah.
I've gone everywhere. And everybody has rejected me.
Yeah.
It's just no, 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 no. You're not what we're looking for. You're not the right look. Your body's not right. You're not the right height. It was always just no, 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 continuously. And I remember just being such a fighter. You know, just as I was like, listen, this is what I want. And these no's are not going to stop me. Because determination and patience is what's going to make this manifestation bloom.
Yes.
Because this is a dream.
Yes, Stav.
Right? This is a dream. And this is something that I've wanted from ever since. So I kept going. And even though I kept getting rejections, I said, you know what, one day. And you know what, Yendi, that day didn't come.
It didn't. And people are probably like, oh, but the day came because we know her at... No. The day never came.
The day has not come to this day.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to stop.
Yeah.
It's a case where I just need one person to see my light. And I know when they see my light, it's never going to go out. And that's all I'm waiting on to this day. And I know I've gotten so many rejections and it has traumatized me, to be honest, but I'm going to keep going. And that is something that we have to put in our minds, you know, speaking to all the young people out there. Keep going, you know?
And also, what we perceive often as a rejection is usually a redirection.
Yep.
And
you know, sometimes when you allow your life to unfold, that is when you find purpose.
Yes, Dav, because here one now, watch little joke now. Had those agencies not shut their doors, you think you'd have gone and done Miss Jamaica Universe when you did it?
Right.
Let's get there.
Right.
How did that happen? Because you tried London, nothing,
New York,
it didn't work.
I've done London twice.
Tried New York.
I've done Paris. I've done, you name it,
Never
I've
had
done
the
it.
success. But yet still you're like, you know what? I'm going to try my hand at a pageant. I'm going to try my hand at Miss Jamaica. Walk us through that.
You know, for years, people were telling me to do this. I'd be on the road. People's like, you know, you can't do Miss Jamaica. I'm not going to be Miss Jamaica. That not going to work for me because I've never considered myself to be beautiful.
Right.
So I never thought of putting myself on such a high platform and believing that the world will pick me. And I was always drifting to modeling because, okay, I don't really speak. I'm just hoping to go on a runway and come off. And they're not necessarily looking for beauty per se, but maybe a unique look, something that the world will not deem as beautiful. They will find uniqueness in it. And so that is one of the reasons why I say, okay, modeling is it for me. And, you know, growing up, I struggled with low self-esteem.
Right.
And I remember, my hands are shaking. I remember when I was maybe around 12, 11 years old, thereabout. Maybe about like 14, 15. Because I have sense. Remember, I have sense in time there. Around 14, 15, and I almost committed suicide. Yes, I've never shared this in a public space before. My parents do not know this. But yes, I as I said, I grew up with a lot of depression, a lot of anxiety. My mental space was not good. And as I said, my mind was my enemy for years. And so I remember one night, this is all leading up to Miss Universe. You're going to see how it ties in. So I remember one night, I said, you know what? I'm not gonna be anything in life. So why bother? And I remember when I was diagnosed with scoliosis, and I got really strong back medication. And I was like, okay, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. And I remember at around 12 o'clock, when everybody's asleep, I took 2 bottles. I did this. And I laid in the bed and I was like, okay, this is it for me. You know, they're gonna find me. I'm gonna be at peace because I can't continue. And I remember just laying down with my hand on my chest and like, okay, my mom is gonna find me like this. My sister will find me and they'll understand that I've found peace. And I did that and I laid there with my thoughts. I planned it out. I was like, this is how I'm gonna go. I don't wanna go in pain. I don't wanna go through struggles. I'm just gonna go peacefully on my terms because I just felt like the world will never see me. I will never make it. And I was like, all right. And so my hands on my chest, with the pills down my belly, and I laid there and I fell asleep. And I remember just falling asleep, how happy I was, knowing that, okay, I'm gonna go now, peacefully. And about 4 o'clock that morning, God said, nope, it's not your time. And I remember just jumping up. And Yendi, I vomit every single pill out of my belly. Not by me pushing my finger down or nothing. Like, it was just coming out. I mean, pills were coming out whole. Some were coming out like dissolved. It was just the entire 2 bottles of pill came out my stomach. And I remember in that moment just crying. I was like, God, why? I don't have no more pills. So that's how I was so convinced that I need to go, that even when I'm getting that second chance in life, I was just like, why are you giving me this second chance? I don't want it. And I kept saying, God, why? And I remember waking up the next morning, I was like, Mommy, you hear me about me last night? And she said, no, sir, what happened to you? I said, belly pain. And I remember days after that just being so mad at God. I was like, why? Why did you let that happen? Why couldn't you just let me go in peace? You know? And it's a case where the second time that I almost lost my life was when, so the first time is by my own hand. The second time is by another.
I remember that.
And the second time was when I got robbed at gunpoint.
Yes.
And they had me on the ground with my friends, execution style. And it was just like, do you want to live or do you want to die? And in that moment, again, I said, okay, see there, second time it come around, I'm going to go this time. I was convinced they were going to shoot me in my head. It's like, this is it. Highly convinced I'm going to go. And when we got out of that situation, I said to myself, twice, I almost lost my life. First, by my own hand, and second, by someone else's. And I said, you know, I thought to myself and I said, nobody has this right. I don't have this right. Someone else doesn't have this right because God gave me this life. And I need to make the best of this life. And it was in that moment when so much negativity was going on, because after that moment, I went through a state of depression, complete depression. I was like, could have lost my life again. Still haven't achieved my goals and I'm beating myself up. I'm beating myself. At even one moment in there, I was like, you know what, might as well, Yendi, just do it. Because why bother? You know, and I remember just, I was there with a friend and we said, okay, you know what, too much negativity is going on. So we need something positive, you know, to uplift our spirits. And so that is when we decided, okay, the pageant. Because so many doors have been closed in my face in the modeling industry, maybe something else, and people keep saying it. So when my friend signed me up, I was still like, it's not gonna work, you know. It's not gonna work, because you're not beautiful enough. I still not gonna work. And I've always been the bridesmaid. I keep saying that. I was always the bridesmaid, never the bride. And I was like, all right. And I remember training, winning the local leg, and then you came on.
Yeah, but do you know why I came on?
I don't know why you came on.
Let me tell you why I came on. Because one morning I was watching my TV and you were doing an interview. And you are a beautiful girl. But it wasn't your physicality that pulled me to you. I said, I like her spirit. I said, her soul is beautiful. And I lean over and I watch the interview and I giggle when you crack like a joke and I look at you and I said, this girl has the potential to move mountains in life. And up until that point, I had never, the owners of the franchise of Miss Universe have never got a phone call from me asking about the queen or
to come.
I called and I said, I want to meet her. She has something about her that is absolutely mind-blowing. I couldn't forget about you. I couldn't stop thinking about you. I was just like, no, man, she's special. I saw you, Dav. But you know I saw you.
Yes, I do.
I saw you.
And I think it was in that moment when I decided I was going to be a domino. And do you know what I mean when I say I'm going to be a domino? I'm going to be the first person on that block that is going to hit the other dominoes down, meaning I'm going to inspire them to follow. It was in that moment where I said, you know what? The world wants you to whisper and to conform, and I'm going to shout.
A word.
I'm going to shout.
A word.
I'm going to shout, because why not? If everybody around you, they want you to whisper, they want you to conform, why not shout? Why not yell? Why not break the standards? And when you came on, it gave me hope. It gave me hope because somebody saw me, you know? Somebody saw me. It wasn't, okay, I had a little bit of confidence that, okay, I can do this. But when you came on, it gave me hope in the sense that somebody in this field see me. Somebody here know that I can do this. And I know because, of course, if you decide to do pageantry in Jamaica, you have to know about the veterans, right? You have to know about
Girl,
the
you're trying to
people.
call me a veteran. You're trying to bother with me about the veteran.
You have to, listen. It's like doing your research. You need to know about the people that came before you.
Yes.
The people that have done great, right? So I was like, okay, you know, so if Yendi come on, it's a big thing, this. I start calling my mother, I call my daddy, I said, look here, Yendi come on board, saying what's I'm gone now, Yeah, and then I said, Dad, listen. And I was like, okay, she see me. So if she see me, something is there. There's a little light.
With not even little.
And, you know, you came on and I said, all right, this is going to be it. I'm going to be that domino. I'm going to shout and I'm going to break standards.
And not only did you shout, girl, you broke standards, you broke the internet, you broke, they say you broke it down clean, because there you were, donning your fro.
Right.
And you walked out there.
Yep.
And you say, you know me. Girl.
And you know, it's so funny because I remember, and I want to publicly thank you because I was going through a lot.
Yeah, I know.
And you know I was going through a lot. And I almost gave up. I wasn't going to go.
I know.
Right? I was not going to go because of so many things that were happening behind the scenes. And I was like, I remember sitting in the gym with you. Yes. And I was like, Yendi, this is not going to work. And you're like, Dav, just push through, just go to the end. Even if you don't make it, even if you just go up there, even if you're in a place, just get the experience because you don't know.
I also remember saying to you, this is your chance at a breakthrough. And if you don't go, you're literally taking away the opportunity from yourself. Forget everybody else.
And I remember you telling me, listen, girl, milk it.
Yes! I was like, milk it for what it's worth. Come on!
You were like, milk it. And I was like, all right.
Come on.
She's still a push.
Yes,
She's still a push. And I said, all right. My parents don't pay for them tickets. And the first time my mother go fly out, I said, listen, have to reach a foreign. I said, all right. Listen, my mom has been rejected by like 8 times at embassy.
For visa.
So we're like, all right, finally I get the little chance to come a foreign now. We can't disappoint her. And let me tell you, see, because from when I was young, I've always craved my motherly love. Yes. It was a case where, okay, my mom is going to be there. So guess what? I'm no business about nothing else. I have to know.
Same way.
And I remember that, okay, I'm going to Vegas and this is what I'm going to do. And you know, even when I was there, I was having doubts.
Yeah.
I was having those because Yendi, you know Miss Universe, go. You go there, they have one nice big fan, and breeze a blow, and the girl them ear blow like Beyonce, and my afro now move. And I said, Jesus. What cause for myself? No, because in that moment, you know, see everybody with their luxurious hair, and you one with an afro. I'm there thinking, Lord, what did I put myself into?
But here is the thing, it was your superpower.
It was.
It was your superpower. It's the thing that separated you from everybody else.
And you know, sometimes when you're in a situation, sometimes you don't see what is happening until you actually reach the finish line. And that is why you must always make it a duty to just cross the line.
That's a word.
Just cross the line. Because guess what? You never know.
A word.
You never know. And I remember just saying, okay, be the domino. Be the domino. You know? I'm the domino. I'm gonna be that person. I'm gonna be that person that went first. I'm gonna be the person that will just have others follow behind, be inspired by that afro.
And the world was inspired.
And the world was inspired. And I was shocked. And because I'm always in my mind, I remember even when on stage, when they called me second runner-up, I remember standing in the corner crying. I said, Jesus Christ, my car shame for my family.
You need beaten.
I swear.
You need beaten.
I was crying in the corner because I was like, again, the bridesmaid, never the bride.
But guess what?
And then
the headlines the next day though.
But it wasn't even until the next day, because what happened was they had to cut the cameras.
Yes.
Because the stadium
erupted.
Got up.
Yes.
And they were all chanting Jamaica, Jamaica, Jamaica. And I was like, what is happening, God? What is really happening? And I was like, you know, in that moment, I was like, I'm happy I got those chances back with my life. You know? Goosebumps. I'm happy I got those chances back, because if I didn't vomit, if he didn't spare my life in that moment, I wouldn't be able to inspire another little girl that looks like me.
Oh, Dav, you're stressing me out.
Thank God to bring the napkin. I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to. And, you know, in that moment, I said, that's why all these rejections happen. Mm-hmm. That is why God, he basically, he molded me and he made me strong through all my trials and tribulations. And it was a very long journey, but eventually I can say, okay, he's bringing me somewhere, because I cursed God so many times, Yendi. I was like, you know, you neglect me. You know, why don't you let my mind be my best friend? Help me with the process, since that is my problem. Because as I said, never let your mind be your enemy. Let it be your best friend. Right. And I just remember in that moment after Miss Universe, it was just like, okay, when the world reacted how they reacted, I said, okay, I've done this. I was the domino. I started the trend. I was first to do this. And so after that, all the contracts and the appearances, and it kept going and it kept going and it kept going. And, you know, I'm so grateful, so grateful, because my mom today can say, Dav, I'm proud of you. You know, my dad can say, Dav, I'm proud of you and I love you. And it's not that. My dad would say that all the time, but my mom, you know, when my mom says she's proud because, listen, I would get 99 in school and mommy said, where do one day? You know?
Yes.
You will do a project and she said, that's mediocre. Do it over, do it better. So I'm always trying to like be my best self. Yeah. You know, I'm always trying to like, okay, I want to please, I want to make you proud. And I just remember Miss Universe and with everything, and she said, Dav, I'm proud. You know, I'm proud.
And when them drive in Clarendon now, them can drive on which road, which avenue, which street, what's it named?
The Davina Bennett Drive.
Davina Bennett Drive, ladies and gentlemen, in Clarendon.
Right? on the very street that my mom grew up on. You know, so
Tell me you don't see the poetry in that. Tell me you don't see
it was
it.
unbelievable.
Oh.
Because my mom was like, no, they not fi name the street here, so they fi name the street with Dav. And I was like, no, you know what? I'm happy that it got the street that she grew up on because it's a homage to my family.
Yes.
It's not for me. My name is already there, but it's saying thank you, mom. You know, thank you to my family because she is very rigid, very tough, and that caused a big dent in our relationship for many years.
Yeah.
And I feel like when I was able to just keep going, you know, doing these appearances, making her proud, one behind the other, it just came together.
Yes.
Like a mold, you know, it just came together and I was like, okay, I'm finally becoming one with myself. My mind is becoming my best friend. And it has been a beautiful journey, still not finished, still going. And I'm really grateful because I've come such a far way. I'm not there yet, but I've come a very, 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 very far way. I've had very dark moments and moments where I thought, okay, I'm never gonna cross this. I'm never gonna be able to do this, you know, and it's like God is always behind me saying, girl, trust me, no man.
Here we're going. One more.
Just trust me.
And you've recently gone up again one more notch. So you still have your fro, you still rock your fro, but you are donning these locks because of a character that you're playing.
Yes.
Her name is Ashanti. Because you recently starred as the lead in a film musical project with Maluma. How massive is that?
Super massive.
How massive?
Super massive.
Sorry, let me reel it.
Listen, when I say super massive, I mean super massive. Because I remember before this project came about, I was doing my new brand Dreams on Canvas. Where I was painting, and that was more on a spiritual level. So it was sort of, okay, I'm doing this as a expression of myself, as an expression of my spirituality, art and everything. And I just thought to myself, okay, what's next? That's literally, I was like, what's next? What's coming next? I don't even know. Because at this point, I'm just letting things unfold.
Yes.
Right? And I remember I was sitting there out of the blue and I was feeling depressed again. I was at a very low point because I get like that. Sometimes when I finish riding a wave and that wave crashes.
Coming off of the high,
I'm like, what's next? Okay, I need to do something bigger. What am I doing? And I just went down a path of just total depression again. I was like, Lord. And in that moment, this young lady, Nardika, we actually went to school together and she reached out to me and she said, Dav, there's a huge project coming to Jamaica and I think you are the girl for this role. And I was like, okay, no problem, of course. And she said, this is with Maluma. And I said, all right, Jesus, Lord, maybe this is my moment. She said, of course, I have to audition. So I was like, already? I said, I get the part.
Oh my gosh.
I said, I get this part, yeah.
I can't believe you still go back there with your brain.
I still go back there with my brain. I said, my brain is just a fight against me. I said, no, I'm not get the part. I said, Lord, because listen, it's not like I had full-on acting experience where if you give me a script, I can play it out. So I was like, there's a lot of people casting for this role. And I was like, okay. And met with everybody, did my casting, got selected. And the first set was shot in Jamaica. And this is a homage to Jamaica. And I think what made it even more special for me is the fact that as a Jamaican girl, highlighting Jamaica on another big platform as this, because Maluma is huge.
He's huge.
You know,
huge.
Highlighting Jamaica. Again, I've done this before in my own little way. And now I get to do this with locks that people discriminate against, locks that they think is not beautiful. I get to again stand up for natural hair beauty, black skin beauty, and I get to be that Jamaican pride. you know, and I feel like in that moment, I was like, oh my God, again, you've put me on this platform that I didn't expect. I didn't know you have these things planned for me, you know, and
yes.
I remember we're just, because in this role, Ashanti is like the spirit of the island. So she's the person that is like showing him around, telling him this is what you're to eat, this is what you're to drink. I am the tour guide for the island, basically. Of course, I'm doing that in style and sass.
That's right.
And, you know, and he actually falls in love with me. So, of course, he doesn't know that I'm a spirit. He thinks that I'm a real person.
Yeah.
So we're just going through the phases, going through the moments where we're falling in love, we're enjoying. It's complete bliss, of course. And in this character, we got really close. We got really close because we understood each other. He appreciates Jamaican culture. He appreciates reggae, dancehall, and I appreciate his Latin background. So it was a combination of both worlds. And then we left for Colombia. Honey,
Tell me.
when we went to Colombia, and I get to go to Colombia with my team, that was huge. That was a big deal for me to go to Colombia with my team, right? And honestly, when we got there, we delivered. We represented our island because it's all about Jamaican flavor, our style. So it was full on production mood, work mood, Jamaican mood. I don't know how else to put it. It was an amazing experience being on something this huge and to be the leading girl that is representing my island.
That is fantastic.
And I don't even know.
That's beautiful.
I'm just grateful.
Absolutely.
I'm just
Absolutely. And how are things with Dreams on Canvas? You mentioned it very briefly a while
Yes.
ago.
So Dreams did extremely well. I didn't expect that. Literally, I put out the first collection, and this was more of a spiritual awakening.
Yes.
It was a case where I get dreams. And my dreams are very, very vivid. Like I can remember detail for detail. And I would have these dreams written down in my journal. And one day I said, okay, I was sitting there in quarantine and I kept hearing, you need to paint, you need to paint, you need to paint. So if I quarantine, I get to me, I don't know, mad me, mad. I said, painting me? No, not gonna work. Because I've never been interested in that before.
Yeah.
And I remember calling my aunts. I was like, listen, I don't know what talk to me, but they keep on telling me to paint. What am I to do? And my aunts were like, listen, paint. Give it a try. Start with small easels. Start with the small canvases. And I remember when I started, I realized I was painting my dreams. And those dreams were coming on canvas. And I presented them on shirts. And it completely sold out. People appreciated it. People loved it. And I remember even in that very same process, I was doubting myself.
It's time to stop doing that.
It's time to stop.
It's time to stop doing that. It's just rested on my spirit. It's time to stop. Yeah.
Yep.
Because how many times are you going to prove to yourself that you
Over and
are
over.
exactly what you thought you would be when you were a little girl?
Yeah.
You've proven it to yourself time and time again. It's now time to believe it. It's time to believe it now.
And you know, I think I live each day trying to make that little girl that wanted to take her life proud. You know, not that I can go back in time, but I want to be that representation of the future that, listen, don't cry that you vomit up the pills. Don't be sad, don't be mad.
I'm here with purpose.
You know, because, you have a purpose. You just needed it to unfold.
Yeah. So, Dav, given the many ebbs and flows that you've had, the many ups and downs, the many tales of overcoming and prospering and conquering and winning and I would like for you to share with me your top 3 life hacks. What are the 3 things that you would say are the things that you need to get through this life. But I'm going to put you on clock.
All
So,
right.
hold on. Let me bring up the clock. Can you do it in 60 seconds?
I think I can.
Now for your Sagicor life hacks. And tell me when to start.
Bingo.
Start.
All right. I think the first one would be family. Family is big for me. I feel like if I have my family around to keep supporting, I can do anything. I think the second would be prayer. Once you stay prayed up, you're gonna be blessed up.
Oh,
So-
yes, yes.
So I feel like if you just keep your prayers going, I feel like somebody's there listening. Eventually, it will unfold itself, I promise. And number 3 would be, you know what my life hack is gonna be? Make your mind your best friend. Okay? That's my life hack. Don't make it your enemy. So make your mind your best friend instead of making it your enemy. Once you have a good mental space, you have your family to support you, and you stay prayed up and blessed up, you can conquer anything.
I love that. I love that. And we can pull down our Sagicor clock because we've got them life hacks in the bag. In the
Bag!
You know what else I know you love to do? It's something that I know we have in common. We love to travel.
Yes.
And we also so we love to travel, and we also both really enjoy food. Now, if y'all follow Davina for even one day, for 5 seconds, at some point there's going to be food in her stories. There's no question. Davina's story, first of all, conk.
I'm a foodie.
She's a whole, and she's a seafoodie.
I'm a seafoodie.
You were such a seafoodie. But
Yes.
you are a foodie.
I love food. I love food and I love traveling.
I know. And I also know that when you are in those moments and experiencing those things, a whole different side of you is awoken.
I'm
You're
happy.
you're giddy, you're light, you're energetic, you're like, you're on cloud 9. You are happy in those moments. I know that feeds your soul.
It does.
So, we're going to play a game.
Oh, God.
We so are going to play a game.
Yendi, if I can punk you for shame, my lord.
Girl, me, would I ever shame you? Look for me. Would I ever shame you?
Yes, you
No,
would.
I would not. All right. So, here is how we're going to play this game. Okay? How we play this game is you're going to be blindfolded.
No, don't tell me I forgot taste things.
You have to taste some samples and tell me what you're tasting. We want to see how
right.
sharp your palate is.
All right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Boom.
So
Brand
have these
new.
things ready?
Brand new, unused, fresh out the pack.
Where is it?
And I'm going to ask you to put that little handy dandy. You can actually
Oh,
yeah.
okay, nice. Can I have a big here?
Get that on.
Good luck
And
doing this around the
I'm going to
Ashanti's hair, you know.
guide you as you taste test. Are you ready?
I'm ready, my love.
Let's do this. This is the MasterCard Priceless moment. All right, Dav. So how this is going to go is we have a range of sweet and savory and salty and tangy, maybe spicy.
Excited.
So I'm going to hand you the sample
Uh-huh.
and you're going to tell me what it is that you're eating.
All right.
Okay?
Yes.
Declaration, she has no allergies. Just
Yes.
so you know.
Make
Would you
sure.
like to start with sweet?
Sweet, ma'am.
Okay. Let's give you this one.
Mm. May I hold it?
Here you go. Take time. I feel like we should have feed you because
No, if you feed me, come on, no more there. I don't know what I do.
Wait, hold on. Go on again now. There you go.
All right.
What is that?
Then a mile of this now.
It's Milo for true. Good job. Well done. That was easy.
Give me
You want some of
the
your
camera in
water? Or you want to come more in your hand?
Mm-hmm.
You're real
You know,
Clarendonian.
it's a long time I eat Milo.
country like our. Me love Milo. Me drink Milo for fun. Want a little water? Are you all right?
All right. No, I'm going to wash my palate.
Yeah, true. Here you go. Clear the palate. Well done, Dav. You're off to a good start.
No, man, my body now.
Me know.
I run joke with food.
All right. Yeah, let me give you this one. Lift your hand. There you go.
It's not a sweet category too?
I don't know. You will see.
No, sir.
What is that?
I forgot to taste it again if it no way now. Look. Yendi set me up.
What is that, Dav?
Hold on. Yendi tastes like one cheese.
Yes, yes. What kind of cheese?
Parmesan?
Yes! Well done! Ding, ding, ding. Good job. That is funny. Here, clear the palate. Cheesy?
Cheesy bad.
Okay.
Buy me dumb belly full, you know? Not a KFC.
No. All right. There you go. Let's see.
Blood. Yendi, you're wicked. Pepper! Yendi! Jesus!
I'm crying. The pepper have a flavor in it though. What's the flavor? What's the flavor in it? You taste a flavor?
I can't detect a flavor. Hot!
Mango hot sauce.
No, sir. No, Yendi, you're wicked. You could have told me. You could have warned me.
No, can't. I'm gonna go warn you. Can't warn you. All right, this will cool it down here.
All right.
That will cool it down.
All right. Hold on there now. Okay. Let me eat a little more, I soon tell you.
Clearly you like it.
What do you want to name, man? You put it on a hot dog.
Yes! What's it name? What color is it?
Hold on, it green.
Yeah.
What the name, man? I know pickle.
But
A pickle, but they call it radish. The radish. No, hold on. A relish?
Relish.
A relish?
Yes.
Relish. Let me know, man. That's if you know.
By the way, look here, she eat off the whole spoon of relish. It's a sweet relish.
It's sweet, nice.
Palate cleanser.
We have something else to come again?
One last one.
Love to show you.
One last one. This is my favorite. Favorite. What is this that you are about to consume? This is
Hold on there now. This came back a country.
yes.
Right down on my chill tone. Early morning. Early morning, yeah. Come for your breakfast, Whitney.
Yes. What's it name? Is what?
Horlicks.
Yes, Sam! You got it!
I'm going to get Horlicks now?
Girl, is Horlicks me used to drink morning and night my entire life, my whole childhood. I know in country they say Horlicks kill picnic. You ever hear that?
You know something I miss with food?
Me know, you know, miss.
What price it is?
Maybe. Maybe. You can actually take off your you blindfold.
Alex, all of them more.
Here, cleanse your palate and wash off your mouth. We'll end with the right one, though. Even though I cannot believe you ate off the relish.
Nice. Yendi, couldn't catch some conch.
I mean, I was looking for some for you, but it's a little scarce this time of year, apparently.
Right.
Apparently. Well done! You got all of them right. My girl,
Oh my
you did
God.
so good.
I'm very good at food, you know.
You so are.
Thank you.
You got everything right. Well done. I do have a prize for you.
Really?
I do.
KFC?
No. Bellias.
Something with food?
No bellias.
Oh, okay.
But I do have a prize.
Where do you have all these things hidden?
I mean, they're just secret stashes. Secret sashes.
Secret stashes.
I have secret stashes here and there. Here is your prize, Dab. There's a little something in there for you. If you'd like, you can open it. But that's your Odyssey by Yendi gift.
Hey, listen, girl. Let me tell you something. My house cannot have enough candles. Can I smell it?
Of course. But also, you can take it out and look at what it says. What does it say, Davina?
What a coincidence.
Is it?
Is it?
Is it?
Believe.
Yes.
Acts 16, verse 31.
It's time to believe, Dav.
Oh.
And you see the color? You know why I chose that color?
My Miss Universe.
Yes! You
Oh
got
my
it.
God. This is so lovely. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you
gosh.
so much for joining me. Thank you for sharing space and time with me. And I cannot wait to see where you go in life.
Oh God, excitement. Believe in prosperity, happiness,
Yes.
manifestations.
Yes.
Yes. Right. The word of the day is manifestation.
It is.
That's the word of the day.
And oh, the places she will go.
Manifest. And that's what I hope to do for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
To be honest, is just to keep manifesting, because you know, when you speak, I heard something recently and it says, when you speak negativity over your life, it becomes the house that you live in. And we need to build that house with positivity. The foundation and the roof needs to be built with positivity. Because you see, when a storm comes, it's going to blow the house down.
That's right.
So with positivity and good energy, the house will stand firm.
Absolutely.
So manifesting.
And you'll be standing firm.
And I will be standing firm.
That's my girl.
Thank you so much, Dizzle.
Thank you, Dad. Odyssey with Yendi Untold Journeys was brought to you in partnership with Sagicor and MasterCard.